Hi guys, I'm Marley Silva and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am just so happy this morning. Today is October 3rd. The title of this video is going to be, oh my god, I thought I deleted my note. The title of this video is going to be Building a Loving Relationship is Just Like Building a Career. And there was a conversation that actually did spark this thought process, but yeah, I'm going to be getting into my thoughts on that. I'm also going to insert a picture or like a video of me getting my hair cut.
You gotta work it. And I'm thinking.
Super random, but yeah, I got my hair cut and I don't know, it looks so pretty and I'm happy and it's like so fresh. And yeah, so yeah, building a loving relationship is just like building a career, and I think that that is so true in and of itself. When you build a career, you have to put time, energy, commitment, and you know, a lot of passion into that. And I think with a loving relationship, you have to do the same. And you know, the first point is one isn't more important than the other. And when I called my mom, because I was like, hey, like I had a conversation where, you know, a lot of men, my ex-boyfriend, a lot of successful men that I've talked to, they will leave loving relationships or put relationships on hold or just leave relationships altogether because they want to focus on their career. And I think a lot of the most successful men have had women build them up and support them through building a successful life and a successful career. And when I told my mom about that, she was like, you know, one isn't more important than the other. And I think that that rings true in so many cases because, you know, if you put all your eggs into one basket, of course, the hope is that you'll be fruitful in that. But I think healthy, balanced people that are able to have multiple spinning plates are the happiest and the most fulfilled, because I think if you give up on relationships and you put all your eggs into your career and you're really successful in your career, how many men and women do you know that are like lonely or not fulfilled or want a family or want someone to wake up to or want, you know, someone to love? And I think that like when you're able to balance like building your career with a relationship, and this is just my prerogative, of course, I think it's like even more fulfilling or even more gratifying, because not only do you have someone there that's been there from the beginning through the process and then obviously to the end or to the success point, whatever, or through your successes, but you know, you can grow in love and you can grow in your career. And I think that that is such a beautiful thing. And I think a lot of men are taught, or maybe like society teaches men, that they have to choose one or the other. They have to choose love or they have to choose building their career. And I think that that's such a toxic, unhealthy mindset, because, you know, if you talk to any healthy person that is successful, when they like someone, they make time for them, you know? And at the end of the day, like, obviously there are so many facets to relationships and to career, and there's so many different layers to each situation depending on that person's dynamic in their life. But I think if you are able to multitask and hold yourself to a high standard and be busy and allow yourself to not only build your career but build in love, I think that that is one of the most beautiful things, because you can look back and have someone that was there with you from the beginning. And you know, balance is the next thing on this list. Balance is so important. And I understand that like you have to put a lot of energy into your career to be successful, of course. Look at my YouTube channel. I've grown it to, I think we're at like the high 800s in less than 3 weeks. I work full time. I have family. I have friends. You know, you have to make time and allot time to the things you care about and be disciplined and have balance, because you can have anything you want, but it's going to take work and it's going to take effort. And I think those that completely throw themselves into their career are maybe using it as a crutch or an excuse, because the amount of people that I've heard are like, well, I'm in school right now and I'm not where I want to be and this, that, and the third. You know, if you expect to meet someone that's going to love you and you just want them to meet you when you're already successful, already where you're at, you're kind of doing yourself a disservice, because, you know, a part of really beautiful, healthy, flourishing relationships is growing together, is being with that person when they had nothing and then when they have everything, you know, going through the ebbs and flows of life together and figuring it out and not having the answers and having it be messy and having it suck and having there be trials and tribulations and things that could keep you apart, but they don't, because you're stronger together. And okay, so the next point after balance is realizing you're bigger than your ego. So I really like this point, because I think if you only focus on your career and you don't allow yourself to schedule in like workouts, family, friends, hobbies, extracurriculars, you know, you're bigger than your own ego, right? You may have a profession that is very ego driven, like a police officer or a pilot or a lawyer or anything with, you know, a quote unquote social standing. You know, a lot of people, I said a lot of, not everyone, but a vast majority of men in their careers use it as something to prop up their ego. And I think that the most attractive and balanced men understand their privilege, but don't allow it to negate or change how they treat everything else in their life. And I think a lot of men are very quick to be like, oh, well, I help people and I do this, that, and the third. So me putting everything in my career and not focusing on a relationship is healthy. And to a certain degree, I agree with that. But, you know, for the people that want to settle down, that want that one person, that want monogamy, that want love, you know, love comes with pain, and love comes with change, and love comes with doing things that make you uncomfortable, and love comes with sacrifice. And I think that, you know, if you can't realize that you're bigger than your ego and you use your title to justify what will propel you into your success, I think that that is an extremely limiting belief. And I think that, you know, if you want to be successful, if you want love, if you want that one person, if you want to be successful in your career, if you want all of the things that the majority of us want and crave out of life, that comes with sacrifice. That comes with being malleable and being open. And if you're coming from a place of ego where you just are really just focused on yourself and how people view you and how you view yourself, you're shutting yourself off from a lot of really beautiful people and really beautiful experiences, and, you know, being able to go deep with someone on a level that's beyond just your title. Because, like I said, right, like you can wait till you have everything and you're at the end of the rope and you can give a woman everything she wants. But, you know, a woman will love and appreciate you more when she's there through all of it, and she has seen you progress, and she's seen you be someone that had nothing. And then when you start to have things, she's like, wow, like he's grown and changed so much. I think that that's what makes a woman value and appreciate you more. Of course, she'll value you when you have success, but I think that there's a deeper bond when you build on that success together and you treat each other as equals and you see each other as people that can propel each other in the directions you want to go together, and not someone that holds you back or can limit you from offers and potentials. Because at the end of the day, you have one life, you know, and if you want something that's deep and raw and rich, you know, you have to go through the shitty times together. And that's just my opinion, but that's the most fulfilling way to look at it, in my opinion. Okay, so the last point of the video: being selfish is only good to a point. So this is kind of similar to ego in the sense of, you know, ego is how you view yourself and how you view how others view you. But being selfish is one of those things where it's like self-care. You know, I need to be selfish right now so I can take care of myself. I need to be selfish right now so I can focus on what needs to get done. And that's great. And I think being selfish is healthy. I think that you should want to be selfish to a certain degree to get business done, take care of your self-care, you know, work a job and and do those things. But I think when it comes to love, you cannot be selfish in love. You can't be selfish in love. When there's two people involved and you want to build a life together, one person can't be a selfish person, because you're now completely restricting your partner and who you want to grow with completely because of your wants and your needs and what you value. And again, it's important to be selfish to a certain degree. It's important to have a life, to have a well-rounded life, to be busy, to have boundaries, to have things that you need to get done, to prioritize things in a certain way. But with that being said, you know, if you love someone and you want to build with them and you want to give them a chance to grow with you, you can't be a selfish person. You can be someone that is focused on your career and focused on being successful, but that comes with a certain level of malleability. And the word malleable in this video is so important because, you know, if you're rigid and you're fixed and you don't want to mold yourself or at least try to be open, you're going to stay in the box that you've created for yourself, and you're constantly going to be coming from a place of ego, putting yourself first to your own detriment, right? Like, all of that comes back around and comes back to a fixed point. Like, if you're malleable, you still want to be focused on your career. You still want to succeed. You still understand that family and friends and career and relationship all take time and all take effort. But I think the people that recognize that are the happiest types of people, because whether you're building to become successful, you have nothing, or you are successful, you understand the base principle is to be malleable and to understand that you have to be open to a certain degree to get what you want and to grow with what you want. And I don't know, I just felt really inspired to make this video because I find a lot of people get really stuck in just building a career, or they're only focused on love and they don't build a career. A lot of women only focus on love and don't build a career, and a lot of men only focus on career and don't focus on love. And I think the most fulfilled people focus on both. Like, when I look at my parents, they were an extremely pivotal factor in how I view relationships, and they were both working on their careers, both working on their love and their relationship. They built a life together, and they can look back and say that they were together through every step of the way. And I think it's so beautiful and it's so special and it's genuinely so romantic, because you can say that you held that person's hand through every part of the journey. And I think that that's where you get the most meaningful connections, is when you go and you build it together. So that's really all I have for you guys in this video. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. I'd love to chat with you in the comment section. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. I'm surprised my legs didn't fall asleep.